Hey fellow gardeners, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, because today's guide is going to completely transform the way you think about your garden soil. Drop a comment below if you've ever struggled with compacted soil, slow decomposition, or plants that just don't thrive, because what I'm about to share will give your soil the boost it desperately needs. This is not a gimmick or a trendy gardening hack. We're talking about a simple, practical, and extremely effective method that can turn even the most stubborn garden beds into rich, living soil teeming with life. You can literally bury cardboard and worms and transform your soil faster than compost alone. It might sound almost too simple, but this method works because it taps directly into the natural ecosystem of your garden. Cardboard serves as a carbon-rich blanket that worms absolutely love, and when buried it becomes a home and food source for them. Worms in turn aerate the soil, break down organic matter, and leave behind nutrient-rich castings that your plants thrive on. The result is soil that's loose, fertile, and ready to support vigorous growth. Think of it as giving your soil a high-powered upgrade with very little effort. Start by choosing the right cardboard and preparing it properly. Not all cardboard is created equal. You want plain brown cardboard. No glossy prints, coloured inks or plastic coatings. Corrugated cardboard works best because the ridges provide extra hiding spots for worms and allow better water absorption. Once you have your cardboard, tear it into manageable pieces that fit into your garden beds. You don't need to shred it finely. Large pieces work fine because they break down naturally over time. Before burying, soak the cardboard in water. This step is crucial because dry cardboard repels worms. Soaking softens it, making it easier for worms to penetrate and start the decomposition process. Bury the cardboard at the right depth for maximum soil transformation. Now comes the fun part, getting the cardboard into your soil. You don't need to dig massive trenches unless you're redoing a large area. A shallow trench, or simply laying the cardboard over a patch of soil and covering it with a few inches of topsoil or compost works perfectly. A depth of 3 to 6 inches is ideal. This ensures the cardboard stays moist, hidden from birds or other pests, and in contact with the soil where worms can reach it. If you're layering, alternate thin layers of cardboard with organic material like kitchen scraps or dried leaves. For instance, a layer of cardboard followed by a layer of leaf mold, and then a sprinkling of soil can create a rich, worm-friendly microenvironment that accelerates decomposition. Now let's add worms strategically to really speed up your soil health. While your garden probably already has some earthworms, adding a few hundred more can, honestly, jumpstart the whole process. Red wigglers, also known as Icenia fetida or European nightcrawlers, are both excellent choices for garden beds because they absolutely thrive in decomposing organic matter. So what you'll want to do is spread the worms evenly over the buried cardboard and then just cover them gently with soil or compost. The worms will immediately begin exploring, eating, and aerating the area. Over the next few weeks, you'll notice more worm activity, small tunnels forming, and soil that feels lighter and more, well, alive. If you're working with a larger garden, it's a good idea to section it off and repeat the process in phases. That way, the worms get distributed evenly throughout your space. Now let's take a moment to understand the science behind why this method actually works. Cardboard is high in carbon, which is a really critical component for soil life. When you combine it with nitrogen-rich organic matter, like kitchen scraps, green leaves, or compost, it creates just the right balance for microbes and worms to flourish. As worms consume the cardboard, they produce castings that are absolutely packed with nutrients such as nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, all of which are directly available to your plants. The tunneling action of worms also improves drainage, helps prevent compaction, and allows plant roots to penetrate much deeper. So essentially, you're building a self-sustaining ecosystem underground. This is exactly why gardeners notice stronger plants, faster germination, and healthier root systems when they use this technique consistently. Be patient but consistent for explosive results. Don't expect overnight miracles. The process takes time, especially if your soil is compacted or low in organic matter. Within a month, you'll start to see subtle changes. Soil that crumbles easily in your hand, increased worm presence, and a richer earthy smell. By 3 to 6 months, the transformation is dramatic. If you want to accelerate things, continue layering thin sheets of cardboard and organic matter periodically. Some gardeners even use this method to rejuvenate entire vegetable beds before planting, effectively creating a no-dig, supercharged garden floor. A practical example is covering a 10 by 10 foot bed with cardboard, adding 2 to 3 inches of compost on top, introducing 200 to 300 worms, and leaving it over winter. Come spring, you have a bed that's ready to plant without tilling, full of life and nutrients. Combine this with mulch and cover crops for the ultimate soil boost. For those looking to take this method to the next level, combine it with other regenerative practices. After burying cardboard and worms, cover your soil with straw, shredded leaves, or grass clippings. Not only does this retain moisture, but it keeps the worms safe from predators and temperature extremes. Planting cover crops like clover or vetch on top can also provide additional nitrogen, which balances the carbon from cardboard and accelerates soil fertility. Over time, you'll create a closed-loop system where your soil feeds itself, your plants thrive, and your garden becomes almost entirely self-sustaining. Watch your soil come alive and your plants thank you. The true magic of this method isn't just in the nutrients or the worms, it's in how it transforms your relationship with your garden. You start to notice the difference in soil texture, the way water penetrates effortlessly, and how plants respond with vibrant growth. Even stubborn soils that were previously rock-hard or clay-heavy will gradually loosen, allowing roots to expand and crops to flourish. In short, burying cardboard and worms isn't just a gardening hack. It's an investment in long-term soil health and productivity. If you're serious about turning your garden into a living, thriving ecosystem, try this method this season. Experiment with layers, worms, and organic matter ratios, and you'll be amazed at how quickly your soil responds. Don't forget to subscribe to Evergreen Garden for more practical real-world gardening strategies, and share this video with fellow gardeners who need a soil revolution. Comment below with your results and questions. I'd love to hear how your cardboard and worm adventure transforms your garden this year.